Hey, YouTube, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another review. I haven't done a review on a laptop in a long time. I finally got a new laptop. Well, it's a refurbished one, but it'll do. It's a Lenovo, just like I had before, and I'm going to do my first review on this new laptop. It's the 2025 remake of a Disney classic that came out in the 1930s, the first full-length animated feature. That's a complete classic. It's untouchable. I'm not going to reference that one as much. This is the 2025 version of Snow White. And before you go in the comment section saying this is the worst movie I've ever seen, hear me out. This is flawed, but this is not the worst movie I've seen this year. It's not even the worst remake that Disney has made. It's not the worst remake of all time. Like, IMDb review bombed this movie, and it's not that bad. In my opinion, I'm thinking, it's not better than the animated version, but it's far from the worst version I've seen. If you want to see a terrible Snow White movie that's worse, go see the Asylum version on Peacock. It's god awful. It's got worse effects, bad pacing, bad acting, bad writing, and there's no songs to save it. Here, there's some good songs in the movie. The singing and some of the visuals are good. Some of the CG, like I said, it's going to be an acquired taste. You're going to hate the CG or you're going to love it, or at least tolerate it. I tolerated it because Disney's done worse CGI in the Star Wars sequel trilogy and in Rogue One, etc. So I can let that go. And I don't hate Rachel Ziegler in this movie. I know a lot of people hated what she said, that, she cracked on the original and said she doesn't need a prince to save her, and she talked a lot of shit, but at least she can sing in this movie. I can give her that. And her acting was fine. So she's not white. So what? Half of the people in this movie aren't in the background. Gal did fine. Her song, at least I remember it, unlike Moana too. Uh, I like the dwarves. When they showed up, I was happy because I love that song. Hi ho, hi ho. It's home for work we go. They did it just with some different lyrics this time so that it could be different. It could stand on its own 2 feet. It's nostalgia, but again, guys, I love the original, so it is what it is. And there's some new songs. The Wish song that she sings in the beginning, Rachel Ziegler. The Gal song is different. You have a song that the instead of a prince, you have a thief played. No, no, who's his name is Jonathan, so he has my name, and he helps Snow White through her journey in the second half of the film. He can sing really well. I don't remember his name, but he was good. Uh, I like the animals. The CGI animals looked fine. I mean, they're CG. What do you expect? But one thing that this movie should have done better is you could have reduced the budget. Not the Asylum budget where it's $1 million and then you don't get it looks terrible. I'm saying like an $80 or $90 million budget would have been fine. Deadpool only cost about 50 something, and they made the most of that. The first Deadpool. You don't need, everything to be CG, because we get it, Disney. You have money. You have a lot of money. And that's what people are getting sick and tired of. They don't want every movie they see in the theater to be a CGI cartoon. Just saying, guys. And also, like at least in this version, the evil queen stays a villain. She doesn't become an anti-hero. She's not sympathetic. She's evil. She's a bitch from the beginning to end. And the way she dies is different than the original. Also, Dopey talks in this version. Didn't bother me. I thought he was cute. He had hair in this one, and his voice was fine. There's nothing that really annoyed me. There was one character they added that you could tell was a reshoot. There's these thieves that were played by a bunch of diverse actors that were just kind of in the background. You could tell that they were in the reshoots because when they showed a set photo, that was the set photo they showed that these are going to be the dwarves. Originally, that was the case, but then they made them into thieves, and they're useless to the plot. They could have been cut out of the movie. Just keep Jonathan, and we don't need the others. There's a guy with a crossbow that is the worst character in the movie. He's not. He has no name. He has no character. He's just there to fill time. And the movie was short. It was 99 minutes long, guys. Beauty and the Beast was over 2 hours. Yeah, Jungle Cruise was over 2 hours, which is not a remake, but it's based on a ride. The freaking pirate sequels were longer than this, and they're unbearable at times, especially the third one. That movie was way too long. This is nice and short. It's fun for kids. It's fine. It's not the worst thing of the year. I suffered through Twilight. I suffered through the sequel trilogy. I suffered through many Asylum movies. I suffered through the Mystery Science Theater movies. The movies that they riffed, a lot of them are god awful. Some of the worst I've ever seen in my life. Those are movies that are a 1 star or 2 star film. Go see Disaster Movie. That's not even fun. There's no talent in that. Everything is a reference. There is no plot. At least there's a plot here. A 1.6 on IMDb? Yeah, kiss my ass. This is not a 1.6 or 1.8 like it is now. It's not that bad. They just review bombed it because everybody wants to hate on something. I wasn't thrilled about the trailers when they came out, but when I saw the movie on Disney Plus, I didn't have to pay for it, and it's fine. It's a decent time waster. I'm not going to say it's a masterpiece. This will not be in my top 10 of the year, but as an honorable mention, it goes right there with the Plankton movie and Back in Action from Netflix. I'm not going to condemn the movie just because it flopped. There's a lot of movies I love that flopped at the box office that critics hated. This is one of them. I didn't love this, but I liked it enough to see it again or get the Blu-ray if it comes out. Everybody just wants to complain about everything. If it was a lower budget, that would have helped a lot. You could have cut a lot of the CG backgrounds or whatever, and that would have been fine. Just use real places. I like the sets and the thing, the dwarf's house and the forest, some of the forest and the lake and everything. It looks great, but you don't need to spend $200 million. I saw some of that money on the screen. You don't need a budget that big. Movies, I don't know where these astronomical budgets go, especially movies like Mission Impossible 8, where it costs double what this costs, and it's flopping. Gee, I wonder why. Because it costs almost $400 million. That's more than double this movie. And I don't see a $400 million budget movie with a freaking plane scene I could have done in my backyard with a drone. I could have done that same scene and it would cost me anything but probably $100 and an Amazon gift card. That's all. You don't need a gigantic budget for everything. And this is way better than movies like Red Riding Hood, Twilight, and 50 Shades, and The Host. It didn't bore me. I was not bored out of my skull like in the remake of Beauty and the Beast. I'm like, this is the same movie. It's got the same songs. It's got the same characters. It's got people that can't sing in the movie, like Emma Watson, who's not a good singer. Rachel Ziegler is a good singer. Gal, marginal, not horrible, not great, just kind of in the middle. The guy that plays the prince, I mean not the prince, the thief, he's good. He can sing. The townspeople can sing. They have great choreography. There's color in the movie. They don't suck all the color out. Some people call this a soulless cash grab. I'm like, guys, the original was in the 1930s. It's not like the original came out 10 years ago. Now they're remaking movies that came out 10 or 15 years ago. Look at How to Train Your Dragon. They made that for money. Look at Lilo and Stitch. That was 23 years ago. And that's making a ton of money. Why? Nostalgia. It's what makes the world go round. The new Superman's going to do well. It's a reboot. It's not a remake. It's going to do its own thing. They're not going to do the origin again. And I'm going to love it. I already got my ticket for it, so I'm going. But this remake is not the worst. It's not. You can throw any other remake in my face and I'll say, that one's worse, that one's worse, that one's worse. This is worse. And even some of the Disney direct-to-video sequels are worse than this. Like Pocahontas 2. That was god-awful. It retcons the first movie, too. This movie is just standalone. It's another interpretation of a classic story. Is it a classic? No. But is it the worst thing I've seen this year? No. Not even close. I can't say that when I said the singing is good. What were you expecting? Frozen? You know what took all the box office from this movie was Wicked. Because that came out a few months before this. And it made like over $400 million worldwide. And got a ton of Oscar nominations and praise. And critics loved it. This got shit on. 40% of Rotten Tomatoes is not that bad. It's not a 0%, but it could have been at least a 60 or 59. Hey, the Mario movie didn't get the best reviews either, but it made $1 billion and I was very happy. This, I didn't hate it. I didn't cry. Usually I do cry in one of these movies, but I didn't hate it. There's remakes that I hated that I'll never watch again, like the remake of Psycho. I don't want to see that again. Beauty and the Beast 2017. I don't want to see that again. The Charlie's Angels reboot. I don't want to see that again. Those were hitting on men. This movie doesn't do that. There's a lot of nods to the original, some of the songs, the visual cues, the apple, the mirror that talks, and freaking, some of the dialogue, and also the huntsman, who's played by a black guy. It didn't bother me, because this is the diverse Disney we live in now. Get over it, guys. But overall, I didn't hate it. I know I sound like a hypocrite, but I'm not a hypocrite because I'm like, I've seen worse remakes. I've seen worse reboots. I've seen worse feature films. Dr. Otto's one of the worst films I've ever seen, and that was on Amazon Prime. I saw that with Jim Varney. It's horrible. It needed a budget. This had a big budget. It just needed a cut the budget in half. Those thieves, you could have cut them out of the movie. Some of the CG in the background could have been cut out. Just saying, the animals have like a few CGI animals or real animals. Real animals still exist, right? Birds and deer and rabbits and all that and hedgehogs. But like I said, it's cute. It's cute for kids. It's not going to hurt them, guys. It's harmless. It's not going to like rape them. It's not going to be like ruin their childhood. Trust me, there's worse movies that have done that that try to do that. But again, it's fine. If you watch it on Disney Plus, you're not gonna hate yourself because I've seen way worse. Trust me on that. But anyway, that's my review of the 2025 Snow White. I didn't hate it. And I'm not a critic. I don't have to be paid to crap on a movie. I could do it for free. I am honest with my opinions. Even if they change over time, I'm honest about it. I don't need a script to tell me anything. But thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me. I can finally do that without holding the camera. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to do a podcast of some kind. I got to just set up which movie I'm going to do. But anyway, I'm very happy to be back on a camera, on a laptop. I missed you guys. Thanks for watching. And hi ho, hi ho. I don't know why the box office was low. I've seen much worse. I've seen much worse. Hi ho, hi ho. See ya.